Hi and welcome to In the Air. Today we are in Everett, Washington, traveling from the Pacific Northwest's newest airport, Paine Field, flying to San Francisco via United. Let's see how it goes.
I stayed at a hotel very close to Paine Field, and they had a nice display of Boeing aircraft in their lobby. Construction of this new passenger terminal at Paine Field began on June 5, 2017. However, many of the local cities were against the use of Paine Field for commercial flights. In 2014, Propeller Investments, a company based in New York, began working with Snohomish County on a plan for a passenger terminal. In 2016, a federal court denied appeals made by the city of Mukilteo and citizens groups to prevent commercial flights at Paine Field. The design of this airport is very modern and spacious. The ticketing area has extremely high ceilings, giving this small space a large feel. I really love the departure board. It's huge and has an old school design. It is a very short walk to security, which, as you can imagine, was a breeze. There's a lot of Boeing history on display as well. Once through security, there are only two gates, and a section in the middle called the Departure Lounge. As you'll see, this airport really does feel like a lounge. It was 5 a.m., so the uppercase bar was not open, but I'll definitely be checking it out next time I'm here. There are multiple seating areas in the lounge with different styles of chairs and sofas. It's cool to have those choices, and the design is still cohesive and looks great. As I said before, there's a lot of Boeing history displayed. There are multiple display cases showing an array of aviation history. Gotta love that 747. Of course, I chose a seat facing the runway. These seats sat very low to the ground and may not be everyone's cup of tea, but I liked them. There are outlets to charge your devices everywhere here. They've really thought about everything. I don't normally show the restrooms at airports in our videos, but these were very nice. They have single occupancy restrooms. What a difference compared to other airports. Lots of room and a lot more privacy. Although I didn't get anything to eat, I probably should have. Everything here looked incredible. You could tell everything is fresh and the quality is high. Time to check out the seating over at the gate while I wait to board. Again, more power. And here's today's ride, a 5-year-old Embraer E175 from Skywest. Each gate has these awesome jet bridges. United, well, Skywest, offers Wi-Fi on this flight. That was not something I was expecting today. United, Delta, Alaska, and American Airlines fly the E175, and their layout is pretty much the same. First class is laid out in a 1-2 configuration, and the main cabin in a 2-2 configuration. And here's my seat down to San Francisco, 10A. I'm a big fan of the E175. It's definitely the best regional jet flying today. Some airlines use these for some longer flights, and I don't mind them one bit. I much prefer the 2-2 configuration over 3-3. The legroom is solid. 34 inches of pitch is pretty standard for these aircraft in the premium economy rows. The tray table is surprisingly large. Boeing builds their Dreamliners at Paine Field. Very AvGeek moment for me to see these brand new Dreamliners before even being delivered to their airlines. Before starting this channel, I would fly Alaska Airlines almost exclusively. I mostly fly to Seattle, so they are usually the way to go. Today I'm flying United for the first time in I don't know how long. I will say so far, I'm pretty impressed with this product. The United employees have all been super friendly, and the aircraft is clean. I was even able to snag an upgrade to get into premium economy. This Alaska 737 must have been up here for some maintenance. What a cool livery. Salmon 2, as Alaska calls her, has a 129-foot long Alaska King salmon painted on each side. Boeing has also been storing some of their 737 MAXs up here at Paine Field during the grounding. Gosh, I sure hope they get these flying again soon. We took off heading north, so I'm glad I'm on the left side of the aircraft so I could see the beautiful Puget Sound this morning. I've flown out of Seattle dozens of times, and I was excited to see the difference flying from Everett. It was such a beautiful morning in the Northwest, hardly a cloud in the sky, and our takeoff was very smooth. The view of the Cascade Mountains were especially different. We headed west over the Puget Sound before turning south toward San Francisco. Another cool shot of the SeaTac airport. Man, flying out of Everett this morning was so much more calm. Look at how big that airport is. United's private screening, as they call it, uses GoGo in-flight entertainment. I connected easily from my phone. There were certainly plenty of things to watch for free. Unfortunately, there were no free messaging services offered. I've always got to flip to the fleet page of every airline's magazine. United currently has a mostly Boeing fleet, however, that's going to change with some of their recent orders for Airbus aircraft. Anyway, I don't want to get too diverted here. What do you think of United's new livery? It's really growing on me. I thoroughly enjoy Stroopwafel, and what a nice change of pace from the snacks provided by other airlines. Wait, why didn't I get coffee? Me? No coffee? And it goes so perfectly with Stroopwafel. We've reviewed the restrooms on the E175 a few times already. Suffice it to say, they have a sufficient amount of room. This one in particular was sufficiently clean and well maintained. I wonder how many more times I can say, gosh, that would annoy me even. Back to my seat, these aircraft really are much more spacious than other regional jets. It was a very cloudy day in San Francisco, so I didn't get many views, unfortunately. I thought it was cool to see other aircraft as we approached, though. Enjoy the views as we break through the clouds. I loved the amount of different aircraft and airlines I saw immediately after landing. I flew United for the first time in I don't know how long. I've flown with almost every domestic carrier this year and wanted to create videos for you, the viewer, in order to compare all of them. This was a pretty great flight. The E175 is a great airplane. I got free in-flight entertainment on my phone, and the Stroopwafel was a great morning snack. Flying out of Paine Field was a great start to my day. I cannot recommend flying out of this airport enough. If you're an aviation enthusiast, add it to your bucket list. If you travel to Washington, do what you can to fly into Paine Field instead of SeaTac, just once. You won't regret it. You may have asked yourself while watching this video, he's referred to both United and Skywest. Let me briefly explain. Mainline carriers, like United, Alaska, American, and Delta, contract with regional carriers like Skywest and operate flights under the brand name of the mainline carrier. In this instance, it was Skywest operating as United Express. The crew was great in Everett, in the aircraft, and once I landed in San Francisco. The only real issue with today's flight is the length of taxi once we landed in San Francisco. It's a very crowded airport, and you'll see more of that in the next video. Give us a follow on our Instagram. We use the story function on the days we travel. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please give a like and consider subscribing to the channel. When you ring the bell, you'll be notified when we post new videos. Your support is what makes this channel possible, so stay tuned for much more.
All right, I've made it to San Francisco. My next flight, I'm going to Dallas-Fort Worth on one of their A319s. What did you think of United Express's service? There wasn't much to it really, but it was a pretty good flight all in all, and good leg room and everything, so I was pleased. I'll see you soon in the air.